What if I told you that the foods sitting in most grocery stores are slowly destroying your body from the inside out? Here's the shocking truth. The modern diet is engineered to keep you hungry, tired, and sick. But today, I'm revealing 10 powerful foods that can completely reverse this damage and help you feel decades younger. These aren't exotic supplements or expensive powders. These are real, whole foods backed by science that your great-grandparents probably ate regularly. Stay until the end, because the last 3 bonus foods might surprise you completely. Let me explain something crucial first. The number one driver behind most chronic health problems is something called insulin resistance. When your body constantly pumps out insulin to handle processed foods and sugars, everything starts breaking down. Your energy, your weight, your brain function, even your skin. The foods I'm about to share have one powerful thing in common. They work with your body instead of against it. They nourish without triggering that destructive insulin cascade. Let's dive into number 1. Food number 1, fermented cabbage. Starting strong with something your grandmother probably made in her kitchen, fermented cabbage, commonly known as sauerkraut. But here's the catch. It absolutely must be raw and unpasteurized. That stuff sitting on regular grocery shelves in cans, worthless for what we need. Here's why raw fermented cabbage is extraordinary. Inside every spoonful lives billions of beneficial bacteria. We're talking about probiotic power that crushes anything you'll find in pill form or commercial yogurt products. But the benefits extend far beyond gut health. This humble food contains astronomical amounts of vitamin C. We're talking nearly 10 times what health authorities recommend daily, packed into just one small serving. Ancient sailors actually prevented scurvy with fermented cabbage on long voyages. What really excites me is something called vitamin U, technically known as S-methylmethionine. This compound actively repairs damaged stomach and intestinal lining. Anyone dealing with digestive discomfort, inflammation, or sensitivity should pay attention to this. The fermentation process also creates vitamin K2, which performs a critical job. It directs calcium away from your arteries and joints where it causes problems, pushing it toward your bones and teeth where it belongs. Additionally, because it's a cruciferous vegetable, fermented cabbage contains powerful plant compounds that researchers continue studying for their protective cellular benefits. Half a cup daily is plenty. Find it in the refrigerated section, never on regular shelves. Food number 2, peppery salad greens. For your daily salad base, forget iceberg lettuce entirely. Instead, reach for arugula, those peppery, slightly bitter greens that transform any boring salad into something special. Beyond the distinctive taste, arugula provides something remarkable for your cardiovascular system. It's arguably the planet's best food source for boosting nitric oxide production in your body. Why does this matter? Nitric oxide relaxes and expands your blood vessels, improving circulation everywhere. Your heart, your brain, your extremities, everywhere blood needs to flow freely. People struggling with blood pressure issues or circulatory concerns should consider this green their new best friend. Another advantage, arugula contains minimal oxalates compared to spinach. For anyone concerned about kidney stone formation or joint irritation from oxalate accumulation, this swap makes perfect sense. I personally drizzle quality olive oil over my arugula and sprinkle nutritional yeast on top. This combination delivers healthy fats, B vitamins, and a satisfying cheesy flavor without actual cheese. Food number 3, fatty cold water fish. Nothing compares to wild-caught salmon for delivering omega-3 fatty acids in their most powerful bioavailable form. Just a small portion delivers roughly 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA. These omega-3s perform 2 essential functions. DHA builds and maintains brain tissue and retinal health, literally constructing the physical structures you think with and see through. EPA works as a potent inflammation fighter, countering the excess omega-6 fats flooding modern diets through processed seed oils. Wild-caught matters tremendously here. Farm-raised fish often receive antibiotics, artificial coloring agents, and feed that alters their nutritional profile significantly. Wild fish eat their natural diet and develop the fatty acid ratios nature intended. Worried about mercury? Don't be with salmon. This fish naturally concentrates selenium, which binds mercury and helps your body eliminate it safely. Always eat the skin. Directly beneath it lies concentrated nutrition, omega-3s, collagen, and other beneficial compounds many people discard unnecessarily. Food number 4, canned cod liver. This one surprises people. The liver from codfish, available canned online or in specialty stores, contains even more omega-3 fatty acids than salmon. Significantly more, actually. Many health-conscious people recognize organ meats as nutritional powerhouses, but struggle eating traditional liver. Cod liver offers an alternative that's genuinely enjoyable, creamy, mild, almost pudding-like in texture. Here's something I verified personally. I once assumed the canning process would destroy delicate omega-3 fats through heat exposure. so I purchased several canned products and sent them to an independent laboratory. The results confirmed that omega-3 content remained intact despite the preservation process. The fat content in cod liver actually works in your favor. Dietary fat doesn't spike insulin. It's one of two food components, alongside fiber, that keeps blood sugar stable. Purchase cod liver packed in its own oil, but don't drink the excess oil directly, or your digestive system might protest. Food number 5. Grass-finished ground beef. This recommendation shocks people conditioned to fear red meat. Quality grass-fed ground beef represents one of nature's most complete foods, and everything you've heard about red meat causing health problems lacks scientific support when we're discussing properly raised animals. The key phrase is grass-fed or grass-finished. These animals ate their biologically appropriate diet, producing meat with superior fatty acid profiles compared to grain-fed alternatives. Choose the fattier options, somewhere around 80-20 ratios. Here's why this matters. Consuming protein without adequate accompanying fat actually raises insulin more than protein eaten with natural fats. This explains why protein powders and egg white-only meals aren't ideal. They're stripped of the balancing fats. Beyond quality protein, grass-fed beef delivers iron in its most absorbable form, vastly superior to plant-based iron sources like spinach. You'll also find zinc, B vitamins, creatine for muscle function, and carnosine, a compound associated with longevity and cellular protection. Skip the bun, focus on the nutritious meat itself. Food number 5, grass-finished ground beef. This recommendation shocks people conditioned to fear red meat. Quality grass-fed ground beef represents one of nature's most complete foods, and everything you've heard about red meat causing health problems lacks scientific support when we're discussing properly raised animals. The key phrase is grass-fed or grass-finished. These animals ate their biologically appropriate diet, producing meat with superior fatty acid profiles compared to grain-fed alternatives. Choose the fattier options, somewhere around 80-20 ratios. Here's why this matters. Consuming protein without adequate accompanying fat actually raises insulin more than protein eaten with natural fats. This explains why protein powders and egg white-only meals aren't ideal. They're stripped of the balancing fats. Beyond quality protein, grass-fed beef delivers iron in its most absorbable form, vastly superior to plant-based iron sources like spinach. You'll also find zinc, B vitamins, creatine for muscle function, and carnosine, a compound associated with longevity and cellular protection. Skip the bun. Focus on the nutritious meat itself. Food number 6, South American tree nuts. Brazil nuts deserve special attention, but with an important caution, consume only 1 or 2 daily. These large nuts concentrate selenium more densely than any other food on Earth. Selenium performs critical roles throughout your body. Your thyroid gland requires it to convert inactive thyroid hormone into its active form, explaining why many people with sluggish thyroid function actually have selenium deficiency rather than iodine problems. Even more impressive is selenium's immune system involvement. Specific immune cells, called T helper cells, essentially the commanding officers of your immune response, cannot function properly without adequate selenium. These cells coordinate your body's defense against infections, viruses, and abnormal cellular growth. Selenium also supports reproductive health in both men and women, protects hair follicles from damage, and works synergistically with vitamin D for immune regulation. Toxicity becomes possible with excessive consumption over time, which is why limiting yourself to 2 nuts, maximum daily, remains important. Food number 7, quality pressed. Olive oil. Authentic extra virgin olive oil stands apart from most cooking fats. The real thing creates a slight, peppery, almost burning sensation in your throat. That's how you identify genuine, unrefined product. Unfortunately, widespread fraud exists in the olive oil market. Cheap products often contain adulterated blends that lack the genuine article's health properties. Seek reputable brands from established Mediterranean regions and expect to pay appropriately for quality. True extra virgin olive oil delivers polyphenols, plant compounds with antioxidant potency exceeding green tea by roughly 20 times. These compounds protect your cells, support your mitochondria, the energy-producing structures inside cells, and reduce inflammatory processes throughout your body. Perhaps most importantly for heart health, olive oil helps prevent dangerous blood clotting. Most heart attacks and strokes involve clots rather than pure plaque buildup, making this anti-clotting property enormously valuable. Use it liberally on salads, vegetables, and finished dishes. Heat destroys some benefits, so adding it after cooking maximizes the advantages. Bonus food, number 1, aged fermented dairy. Quality cheese, specifically raw, full-fat, aged varieties, delivers surprising health benefits. The fermentation process consumes milk sugars, leaving minimal carbohydrate content despite cheese originating from milk. Like fermented cabbage, quality cheese contains vitamin K2 for proper calcium distribution and beneficial bacteria for digestive health. It also provides CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, a compound associated with improved body composition and fat metabolism. Seek cheese imported from traditional cheese-making regions or domestic producers following ancestral methods. Mass-produced processed cheese lacks these benefits entirely. Bonus food number 2, concentrated cacao. Dark chocolate, specifically 85% cacao content or higher, provides legitimate health benefits beyond mere pleasure. Alternatively, pure cacao powder mixed into beverages works similarly. The polyphenol content improves circulation through nitric oxide production, similar to arugula. Despite containing oxalates, dark chocolate simultaneously provides abundant magnesium, which naturally binds and neutralizes these compounds. Magnesium itself addresses widespread deficiency affecting sleep quality, stress response, muscle function, and energy production. When you crave chocolate, your body might actually be signaling magnesium needs. Consume earlier in the day. Chocolate contains mild stimulants that could affect sleep if eaten late. Bonus food, sugar 3, specialized probiotic yogurt. The final recommendation requires some effort. Homemade yogurt fermented with a specific bacterial strain called L. reuteri. This microbe, largely absent from modern digestive systems due to antibiotic use and formula feeding, produces remarkable effects. Research connects this strain to improved muscle maintenance, better sleep quality, and to increased production of oxytocin, the bonding hormone that reduces stress and enhances social connection. The bacteria don't provide oxytocin directly. They signal your brain to produce more naturally. Standard yogurt doesn't contain this strain. Making it yourself requires specific starter cultures and a yogurt maker, but the process is straightforward once established. These 10 foods represent the foundation of genuinely healthy eating. Notice what's absent: processed ingredients, refined sugars, industrial seed oils, and manufactured products designed to override your natural appetite signals. Challenge yourself to incorporate these foods for just 1 week. Document how you feel, your energy levels, your mental clarity, your digestion, your overall sense of well-being. Leave a comment telling me you're starting this challenge tomorrow. Then return in 7 days and share your results. I genuinely believe you'll experience noticeable improvements that motivate permanent dietary changes. If you want to learn how to make that L. reuteri yogurt I mentioned, watch the video appearing on screen right now. And don't forget to subscribe. I share content like this regularly to help you optimize your health naturally.